goddamn down payment. What's up, bro? Y'all share that nigga shit. He ain't gonna do. He ain't gonna do shit. Fat ass nigga. First car no pay for. And a full tank. Y'all share this nigga shit, man.
Too good to be true.
Come on, bro. You ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna do shit, nigga. Bro, your down payment, your first payment, you ain't gonna do shit, nigga. Y'all share this nigga shit, bro.
Welcome to the Dr. Dare Show. Excuse the language in that soundbite, but I wanted you guys to hear that. Welcome to the Dr. Dare Show. We will discuss that in a second. My name is Dr. Frederick Dare. I am a therapist here in Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome to my channel. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel, like this video, share it, and click the little bell at the bottom of the screen. We usually cover hot topics or mental health issues or both. Today is no different. We are covering a hot topic, and it's a sad topic. I hate to even have to report on this, but the topic is a boy drowns after being peer pressured into swimming into a pond for money, and it was a bet to win a car payment. So what you heard were some, I guess 20, I don't know their age, but it was like 4 or 5 of them, and they were trying to persuade J.W. Ransom II to jump into this pond at Cypress Lake Apartments. And this took place in Robbinsville, Mississippi, and Tunica County, and that's Mississippi. And so this happened on Saturday. So what you heard was them trying to give him these incentives on, hey, you're going to pay your car note, we're going to give you a down payment. If you jump into this pond, you swim across it. You can't come out until you get to the other side, and you got to come back. And so you could tell Ransom, we're going to call it J.W. Ransom, was very hesitant. If you watch that video, he kept going back and forth and looking in the pond. And he even stated, these are his words, I quote, "If I drown, who is going to come and get me?" End quote. And so I heard one of the guys in the background was like, "Oh, I can swim. I'll go out there and get you," or whatever. Okay, so this went on for, I think, like 5 minutes. I don't know how long. But they're going back and forth. We'll give you this. We'll give you that. We want followers. We want y'all follow this, share this, share this. You kept hearing the guy say this. And the whole time I'm listening to this, I'm like, what is going on? What is going on? I did not know the end result. I just saw this on someone's page, and I just started listening to this video. And all of a sudden, J.W. Ransom, who is only 20 years old, jumps into this pond. You can see him walk. He's tall enough that he can walk across the pond to the middle, but then he disappears because somebody out there said there's a drop-off in this pond. How they knew that, I don't know. But then you heard people screaming and people saying call 911, and then they were calling JW, calling his name, and he disappeared. Next thing I know, there is the I guess the rescue people coming to rescue him out of this pond because he's gone. 20 years old. I mean, I know this started innocently, like, you know, but you had, oh my gosh, I just was thrown off that this boy lost his life for a bet, for a car payment. And so I wanted to come here and talk about an old term that we probably haven't heard in so long that we probably need to revisit, which we are on this video, is peer pressure. Peer pressure, sorry. Peer pressure, and the definition is influences by one's own peer group. So as you can hear, all of J.W. Ransom's peers were edging him on to jump into this lake. We have got to teach our kids to have more self-confidence to walk away from a situation like this, or back down from a situation like this. And it doesn't mean that you're weak, that you're a punk, that you're any of those things, but you need to walk away. This guy lost his life. I saw the nervousness in his behavior. He was doing this and walking back and forth. I don't even think he could swim. I think he thought he could walk across this pond and make it to the other side and walk back. But the unexpected was that there was something else in that water that he wasn't aware of. And you can tell he was hesitant, and that's what bothers me. And I want us to build our kids up to where they can handle themselves. They can stand up to the peer pressure that these guys were giving J.W. Ransom. And it's so sad that he lost his life. They did find his body, and it's sent they were going to perform an autopsy on the body. But I just wanted to come and bring this video. Yes, I'm kind of emotional about it because it was just a sad situation. I don't know these people. I send my prayers and sympathy to the family and to the Ransom family. This took place in Robeson, Mississippi, Tunica County. I don't know if I mentioned that. And this happened on Saturday. And it just, I mean, it's horrible that someone lost their life. Please teach your kids. Please build their self-esteem up. Please let them know that they are in charge of themselves and they have the authority to say no and be okay with saying no and not to give in to peer pressure, because there's so many negative consequences like this. J.W. Ransom should be alive right now. And I think I saw a clip when his dad kind of came to the scene. This is what the young lady that was saying in the video, I don't know, allegedly, this is what happened. And the dad was getting ready to try to jump into this pond to go find his son, but some group of people grabbed him. And I don't know if it's true, but somebody was saying that the brother was one of the people in the peer pressure group, and I hope not. And I know this, and I'm not badgering them. My focus is teaching our kids out there, if you're listening to me, about peer pressure and how to say no and how to be strong in your authority and be strong to say no, and it's okay. I don't care if you call me fat. I don't care if you call me ugly. I don't care if you call me a punk. I don't care about any of that. If J.W. Ransom, I mean, I felt like he was trying to people please this group of friends, and it led to his death. Only 20 years old. 20 years old. And another thing I wanted to say, this also gave me a message of be careful of the people you're around. Make sure they have your best interest at heart. Not saying that these guys didn't. I don't know their story. I don't know anything about them. I'm talking about us that are listening now. Be careful about the friends that are around you, because as you can see, if they don't have their best interest, they can lead you to a negative situation just like this. Or if you don't have high self-esteem, you can handle the pressure of that. I know it takes time to build that, and it seems like J.W. Ransom, you know, he kept going back and forth like he knew it was wrong. He knew it was wrong, but he still did it, and it cost him his life. So I don't want to keep going on, but yeah, teach your kids about peer pressure. It's a term, it's an old term, but it's still happening. And it happens from all ages, even adults. That's why I said, as far as adults, be secure with the people that are around you and make sure they have your best interest at heart, and they won't let you fall into this a negative situation like this. Peer pressure. If you don't know what it is the influence by one's own peer group to convince you to do something that you probably don't want to do. So, I'll stop talking, but please, 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 talk. If you don't get anything else out of this video, out of the show, take time to sit with your children, your teenagers, your friends, and talk about peer pressure, and talk about not giving in, and talking about, you know, you can even make an agreement with your friends and say, you know what, if we get into a situation and we've been drinking or we playing around and we're going to harass you, but you know what, you don't ever have to give in to that. And it's okay. Something. But we gotta avoid, this young man lost his life for no reason. And the reward wasn't that big, a car note, a car payment, which I wonder, do they even have it? And then another thing, don't do videos for likes that could endanger somebody's life. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox, but please, like I said, if you don't get anything else out of this, talk to your kids about peer pressure, the negative consequences of it. Alright? Thank you. Have a blessed Memorial Day. Have a blessed week. Keep social distancing. Whether you believe it or not, stay away from people, especially people you don't know. And stay blessed and prosper.